Mhm.
Let's begin. Let's begin just to sink down a bit. And I'm going to take you into a bit of depth. It's taught that meditation really is getting beneath the surface of the mind and sinking deeper down inside. And whether you see yourself sinking into the depths of your heart or the depths of your mind or to the core of your being, it doesn't matter. But to truly reduce the stress and anxiety and all the stuff that we carry around, we need to get out of our thoughts, to sink beneath our emotions and connect with that calm place that we all hold inside. We just need to practice going there. And the more you practice, the more it appears. And the more you connect to it, the more it becomes part of your life. So as we begin right here, just take a few moments. Relax your body. Let yourself start to think about softening a little bit. Softening the tension in your shoulders and your jaw. Softening the way you're holding yourself. Still keeping yourself upright, holding yourself with a bit of dignity. But don't be tense. Let your muscles just soften a little bit. You can release some of the unnecessary tension in your jaw by just opening it just a titch. If you feel like you're squinting your eyes, how about letting go just a little bit? Clear your ears. And just let your shoulders relax just a little bit more by dropping them down. Invite in a feeling, in a posture that's both relaxed yet alert. And just feel your hands resting effortlessly wherever they are. And take a few moments on your own. Scan your body. Notice what you notice. Soften whatever needs to be softened. Release any places of obvious physical tension. And just relax now. And as you sit there with your eyes closed, I wonder if you could just feel the position that you're in the room that you're in. Notice as you're sitting there with your eyes closed, you can still sense where the ceiling is above, where the walls are all around you. Just be there. Then bring your attention to your breath and just notice you're pulling your attention just in a little bit more. Right to where you're sitting. Closer and closer. Almost get a sense that if you were reading a book and you were holding it way out away from you, how would it feel if you started to pull it in closer and closer and closer as the words got bigger and bigger? And just let your attention go inward more and more, softening and relaxing. And let yourself just focus on the gentle sensations of your body as it breathes. Just notice it. Just think about it. Bring in your full awareness to how your body's breathing. Perhaps you can even say to yourself, "This is my body breathing." And it's been doing it all day long. You've just been too busy to notice. Just notice it. Let your attention go to where you feel your breath the most. In some places, some people, it might be as it flows in and out of the nose. In others, they feel it in the chest. in the rising and falling. For most, it's all the way down as the belly moves in and out. The gentle flow of the tummy as you breathe. Just notice it. And then see if you can let your awareness ride the fullness of the breath. One at a time. Feeling it flow in through your nose and back through your throat and into your lungs. And then releasing it back out the same way it came. From your nose to your lungs, rising and falling. And let your imagination expand it a little bit. Maybe imagine your breath is flowing a little further, flowing up and down your body. Maybe let it expand until you can almost feel it starting in your toes and flowing all the way up to the top of your head, and then flowing all the way back down on the exhale. Don't force it, but just see if you can let your awareness ride the wave of the breath, almost as if your whole body is breathing. And just let your attention ride for a few moments. Feeling your breath. This is your body breathing. Noticing those gentle waves coming and going. Not in any hurry. Notice how patient your breath is. Notice how smooth it is. Just be with it. And as you're sensing your breath going in and out, allow yourself to get a sense that you're sinking deeper down inside now. Maybe beneath the surface of your mind. Maybe up there on the surface are those thoughts, flowing through your mind like waves, just coming and going. But your mind is so much more. Your mind is as vast as the ocean, and as deep. So allow yourself to just imagine now. You're sinking beneath the surface. Those waves are still there. But suddenly it's a little quieter. A little clearer. Feeling safe and comfortable and breathing smooth and easy. Just imagine you're sinking into the depths. And up there on the surface, you can just watch your regular thoughts and your feelings, your mood. Imagine as you're looking up above the waves is the outside world, with all the busyness and all the distractions. But now you've sunk beneath the surface, sunk beneath the thoughts. Imagine ever so slowly you're sinking beneath the currents of your emotions. And you still look up at the surface, and you can see all that busyness, all that energy, all that movement. But right right now. You're sinking into a bit of clarity, into a bit of stillness. Right now, for just a few moments, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what the conditions are above, right now you're in the depths where everything's calm and clear and so much quieter. A bit of stillness sinks in, but you can still feel the flow of your breath. And maybe just by sensing your breath, you're allowing yourself to access the depth and stillness of your mind. Reminding yourself that we so often get caught up on the surface. But the mind is as vast as the ocean. And from this place, from this deep and peaceful place, you can look up. Look up at the waves of thoughts, of feelings, of expectations. Maybe from down here you can even see they're like waves in the brain. And the further you go, the more you can see the varying depths of the mind. The different thoughts and emotions, and all the different conditions of the mind remind you of the sea. That on the surface, it can be choppy or wavy, even violent. But the further down you go, the quieter it becomes, the stiller it is. Just imagine right now you're sinking through all the layers, sinking beneath the thoughts, sinking beneath the emotions, sinking beneath the expectations. Imagine you're sinking beneath that layer of identity, and you're getting into that place of truth, of wisdom. Imagine as you sink deeper down, you can still look up. And every now and then one of those waves might grab your attention. But you can come back, just sensing your breath. From here, can you notice all those fleeting thoughts? Can you sense those emotions that are just there beneath the surface? And how they come and go so quickly. And as you move through the day, they flow like waves on top of the ocean. But just sensing your breath now, bringing you back into this peaceful place over and over again. Just allow yourself to sink down into the profound depths of the mind. And just rest here for a minute. And when a thought comes, or a feeling, memory, or even a sensation. Just calmly and peacefully take notice of it. And come back to your breath. And let it take you back down into the depths. Just letting your awareness hold on to that stillness. Connect to that deep place of peace within you. And just get a sense for a moment that from down here you can let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Perhaps you can release anything that's weighing you down or standing in your way of being peaceful. And to do that, to truly do that, you need to let it come into your awareness and recognize it. Accept that it's there. Investigate if it truly belongs. And then let it go by just turning your mind to something else. Or just imagining it being released and floating up to the surface, getting caught up in those waves and disappearing. Just letting go. As you float into this stillness and you sink deeper into your mind, you can recognize that that fear you might be holding on to doesn't belong. Because right now, right at this moment, what is there to fear? As you float in the stillness, you can recognize that worry that keeps coming up and understand that worry doesn't solve anything. There's never been a worry that ended a war or cured a disease. Worry just takes away energy. So let that worry just go. If you allow yourself to be present at this moment, there's nothing to worry about. As you float here in the depths of your mind, allow yourself to see clearly that most of our anxiety, most of the worries and the fears, they come from an unknown future, not knowing what tomorrow's going to bring. But that's always the case. We will never have all the answers. In that worry, in that fear, it stands in the way of us living today. It clouds the opportunities. It blocks the possibilities. It pulls the energy away from your creativity. We have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. So why don't we live today? Why don't we set out to make this the best day possible, instead of always thinking about tomorrow or next week or what the future is going to hold? Because the next thing you know, the future is going to pass you by and you'll you'll miss all the opportunities. From down here, you can focus on what's truly important. Down here, you can look at all the things that bring you joy and happiness. All the things that make life worth living. They're not up there on the surface. They're deep within you. Deep within you, you can tap into that creative power. You can tap into the things that ignite your passions. The further down you go, the more you find yourself surrounded with intention rather than distraction. Those waves are just distractions. Those emotions are feelings. But down here, you connect to that intuition. You sink into the deepest place of wisdom. And this is where you find the answers. Right now, you can just sense and observe the activities of the mind as just activities. And understand, those thoughts don't define you. Those emotions don't make you who you are. See if you can just let yourself enjoy this deep tranquility for a moment. And just let it all go. Let go of having to have some special thing happen. And perhaps embrace the fact that this is enough. Perhaps, amongst all the struggles and busyness, all the striving to achieve, all you had to do is pause and feel your breath and sink into your heart and connect with that deep, profound joy that you hold within yourself. Perhaps, as you're following your breath and you're feeling more and more at peace, the calm, peaceful tranquility isn't out there somewhere. You don't always have to travel off to some island far away or get lost in a forest. All you need to do is follow your breath and connect to that deep, calm clarity you hold within yourself. It takes practice. But just try to stay there right now. Floating in the depths of your mind, as if for just a moment, your whole being has come to rest at the very bottom. And from down here, everything's peaceful. Everything's quiet. You still look up to the surface. You can still see the light and the movement. You can still feel the flow of your breath. But down here, you can put all that stuff in perspective. As if for just a moment, you're filing everything in the place it needs to go. Bringing some order to the chaos. And from down here, as you look up, maybe you can remind yourself that you get to choose. You truly get to choose what you focus on. From down here, perhaps you can see that where your attention goes, your energy is going to flow. So why waste it on worry? Why waste it on fear? Let yourself be present. Let yourself see that today matters. The future is waiting. But we don't want to jump too far ahead. So just open your mind and perhaps think for a moment. There's enough time. There's more than enough time. We just have to stop wasting it. Each and every moment we should pause and ask ourselves, what am I putting my energy into? It doesn't matter. And if it doesn't, let it go. You have that power, and your breath is there to help. As you feel your body breathing now, see if you can just enjoy this tranquility for another moment. Resting in this deep space of calm and clarity. Maybe get a sense that for just a moment, your whole being took a sigh. Just stay right there. This is your body breathing. This is you simply being present. Not just in the surface, not just on the busyness. This is you being present with what lies beneath the surface. And you can bring this up to the surface with you. And as we come to the end, just hold on to this feeling. But perhaps take in a little bit deeper of a breath and get a sense that you're rising back up. Just keep breathing nice and easy. But start to feel the position of your body. Don't let go of the calm. But as we come closer to the end, allow yourself to get a sense of the space around you. As you sit there, you can still sense the ceiling above and the floor below, and the walls all around you. Let yourself be present. And when we come to the end, notice how your mind is going to tend to want to jump ahead. But you can slow it down. Just pay attention. And now when you're ready, you can just let your eyes open and see what's around you. And allow yourself to bring this quality of awareness with you through the rest of your day with a relaxed body and an open mind.